G'day gamers, we're back with more Battle Brothers Legends beta. Let's dive right back on into the campaign. So, first thing, before we do much else, I got a new follower. Centauro followed. So, let's see. Let's take our new guy Cornelius and make him Centauro follower. There we go. Right, so how are we doing for money? 1,200, not great, but not terrible. We're now up to 12 party members out of a possible 14. So we've hired a couple of caravan hand, a couple of caravan hands recently. I think we had to replace some of our archers as well, or something. No, that's right. No, that we got Amy ages ago. All of our frontline guys are nice and set up. What I'm tending to do at the moment is look at the perks, the available weapon masteries that they can take at level, I suppose that's 5, is it? And using that to guide me. So Arn here is going to take Axe. Hermescent, who's the Berserker, she's already taking Axe. Lady Jocelyn has to take Pike because she's the main character. And of course, Teopsons, who is the Holy Crusader and has the wonderful Crusader sword. He's got two-handed sword mastery. Our new guy, Rambert, we're giving him Cleaver mastery as something a little bit different. Centauro will have one-handed sword mastery, and Galen will... we've given him a spear for the moment, but I think eventually I'm going to give him a flail once we get a decent one, because he is the only person who really has flail, or who can have flail mastery. So we're going to be playing around with that a little bit as we continue on with the builds. But for now, we have a bit of food here, and it says we've got 2 days worth, so I guess it depends on what the mission is as to whether we need to buy any more food. We can always buy some more fish. That's reasonably priced. The dried fruits aren't bad either, but they're a bit expensive. Smoked ham is very dear for what it is. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look at this mission then. Guard a caravan. 100 crowns in advance, 380 when the job is done. We need to be paid per head we arrive with. 50 crowns in advance, 315 crowns per head, 320 when the job is done. Yeah, I'll accept that. We probably won't get any attacks, but we have actually had a couple of attacks lately, so... And we got our 12-person ambition fulfilled, which is good. Where are we going? All the way up there. What ambition should we take next? I think the battle standard is the one we should go for. The only problem with that is that it will, as soon as we get 2,000, it'll immediately take. Beside him is a metal estate. we're good. I don't want to pay money to look what was in a hole. I have no idea what that mission would be, but need to save my coins. I was saying, yes, I'm glad I asked for money per head. So, as soon as we get 2,000 gold, it will buy us a battle standard for 1,000. And I feel that can be a problem because, look at all those archers. That's alright. We'll take them all out. Well, archers and slingers and stuff. Yeah, okay. I was at two minds as to whether to advance on them or hold my line. In fact, I was thinking about moving everyone just one pace forward so that my archers would have a better shot at some of their guys. But I think we're just going to mostly move forward. I said mostly move forward, but I feel like I want to throw some stuff at these guys first. See if I can get a quick kill, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, so... can you... You can. Let's try and take out some of these archers. You can't take him, but you might be able to get him. And you missed. What about you? What sort of range? Oh, I'll interrupt him. I definitely think it's time to move forward after the Berserker took a hit like that. Just kill him. You get up there and start threatening those guys. Do you have enough to switch? You don't. Grazed neck. Yeah, that's alright. She'll survive. Can't go there. Wow, I'm surprised you can get there, but that doesn't matter. And you can go and join her up there. Very good. Okay. 5. Yeah, let's... And then let's release the kitty. Get up there. Get out the axe. Not enough range, so you can move in closer. Let's move all these archers up closer, I think. G'day Synthoris, I'm doing good, yourself? This run is going well, except for the fact that my party costs so much to maintain. But apart from that, we're doing very, very well. I just have to be a little bit more frugal with my money. Good to hear it. Let's move this archer up. Okay. Yep. Take out the bowman first, because he's the most dangerous. Can you get to, say, there? But you won't be able to attack, but that's fine. I'll get you to come up this way. And you can't do much from back there anymore. What do we got? Wonderful. I just pause my archers because there's really not a lot that they can do at the moment. Every shot they take will be potentially hitting their own guys. I think between the cat and Thompson we can take that guy out. So let's move up here. Ooh, she's got a bleed on. So, best option, take out the guy in the back so that he can't throw sling stones at us. Tis but a scratch. Yeah, won't do anything with you. You, however, will try and kill him. Can you stun him? Yes, you can. You can't stun him, though, so that's good. That was the best guy to stun anyway, I think. Well, maybe not the best, but it is a good one to stun. And we don't need you up there, but we'll move you in that direction anyway, because we're going to kill that one there, and then probably next round we're going to kill the other one. Run them down, because it's definitely not over yet. He's just standing there not doing anything. All done. Very good. And a couple of levels. Our Berserker and Arn got some levels. And we got some more shields. That wooden flail is pretty pathetic, but I did say I was going to make the other guy a flail guy, so let's get him with a flail now, so he's at least using it. Where are we? This one here. Yeah. You can have that. There we go. So, levels. At level 4, we're going to give you Axe Mastery. There we go. And in fact, we might take that off you and sell it, because you're not going to use it. Or at least give it to one of the guys in the back line if they don't already have something. No, they all do. And we needed to give you a level, so yeah, that, and HP, I think this time. Right, Hermeset, you can have, no, melee kills are always fatalities and have a minus 15% penalty to enemy resolve. Check a gruesome display. Enemies are more likely to suffer from hits to morale as their allies get carved up and split in two. Okay, I like the sound of that. Vengeance. After receiving a blow, the next attack of this character will inflict 20% more damage. I like that too. Battle Heart. Wade in the thick of battle, dodging blades from behind and above. Werewolf. Upgrade version of the underdog, immune to backstab. Being surrounded no longer affects your defenses at all. Okay, that's interesting. Sundering Strikes. Effective versus armor is increased by 20% for any weapon used. I like that. Favorite enemy orcs. Favorite enemy goblins. Favorite enemy unholds. Oh, that is tempting. That is really tempting to take orcs or unholds there. But I think I'm going to increase the effectiveness against armor, because I think that's a good way to take down an opponent quickly. Those first few hits, when all you're doing is hitting armor, we can increase that armor. That is a good thing. Let's give you more hit points and more fatigue this time around, I think. Was that it? I thought there was more levels than that, but I guess not. Thankfully, everyone's pretty damn happy at the moment, now that we're actually not running out of money all the time. And we've got leather jacket on, linen tunic, apron, a couple of spare shields. Let's set those to be repaired. Basically going to sell the rest of that. I don't have anyone with a hammer in the group. That's the only other thing. Did you have hammers as perks? You didn't. I don't know that anybody has got hammers as a perk. Well, you do. Hammer Mastery, but you're using your Crusader sword. And you have it, but you're using your Great Axe. No, you got maces, but not hammers. And no. Well, there you go. I mean, you do, but again, you're a ranger. Well, you're a poacher. I could give you a hammer as a backup weapon, but yes, very strange. Again, another one with a hammer. And another one with a hammer. Oh, here's the monk. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take the dog off you and put it on you. Because you're just there in that position, you're not ideal to release the dog. You're sort of in the way. That's why Einar has such a problem releasing the cat. Because if we don't move, if there's people behind us and we don't move the front line, we can't do anything about it. Alps outside of town, eh? Nightfall has already come, so let's camp, but let's just check what we're doing with our camp setup at the moment. So we have 5 people resting, which is not ideal. We've got 2 hunting. You're not hunting at all. I might put you on fletching, though. So we've got 2 hunting, we've got 2 gathering, we've got 1 fletching, we've got 1 training, is that? It's right where my cam is. Yeah, so we've got 1 training, we've got 1 patrolling. I might put Centauro as a patroller as well, so we'll have 2 patrolling. No 1 crafting. Oh, that's what we should do, the workshop. Yes, let's do that. So we can, instead of repairing some of these items or selling them, if I pick, say, those items there, not that they're the cheapest or anything. Well, actually, no, let's do all of those except for the dagger. They'll be salvaged and turned into tools as soon as we assign somebody to do that. So he's good at salvage, but he's currently gathering. Well, who's good at gathering? Look, we've got Haken here who's not doing anything really. So let's go back to salvage and turn you 2 guys into salvagers rather than gatherers. We don't need to gather too many herbs because what you're doing is you're gathering medical supplies. We don't need a hell of a lot of medical supplies, and I don't think we need to heal. We do have some healing needed. So let's assign, you can be our healer and you can be healing Hermescent's Grey's neck. And so we only really have 1 person resting, which is Hermescent. Everybody else is doing something. That's good. So let's camp. I said camp. There we go. There's dawn, and what did we do? We gained some fresh fruit. We got 2 units of medicine. We created 5 units of ammo. Hermescent was healed for 6 points and had her Grey's neck treated, and we created 7 units of tool and salvaged 3 pieces of equipment. Wonderful. So what did we actually... Yeah, we got rid of some of the... I don't know. Some of the knives, maybe? We do want to repair those. Oh, and look, we got some experience from that camping. So, let's see now. Actually, the other thing that I wanted to do, let's rename Hasso to... Synthorus. You are a follower, aren't you, Synthorus? You're at least chatting, so that's good enough. Yes, you're a follower. Right. Let's do that. Okay, we were here looking at perks for Centauro. Centauro is our latest follower. Well, welcome back. Bags and belts, recovery, Colossus. I think I'm going to give him Colossus for extra hit points. He really wants to be a slinger, but I don't want him to be a slinger. I want him to be a fighter. And then Synthorus. Okay, sling, alert, fast adaption. It's a good option. G'day, options. Welcome from Germany. I took 2 years of German in high school, but that was 30 years ago, and I was terrible at it. So I could say Guten Morgen, and that is probably about it. I'm sure your English is way, way, way better. Oh, he's already got poacher's arm. Oh, that means I'm on second level. I didn't notice that. Shield bash, no. Dodge, no. Rally the troops, no. Anticipation, no. Kicking, no. Bloody harvest, no. Executioner, maybe? Smashing shields, no. Smackdown, no. Backstabber, no. Oh, bullseye, of course. We want bullseye. We want that, and no. We actually want that. I don't know, initiative, I think, well, maybe that and that this time. Then for Amy, we want third level. Small gain. Gain plus 4 to 12 damage when using a short bow, wonky bow, or goblin bow. That's nice, but she's already got a hunter bow, so I don't know about that one. Rotation, maybe. Taunt, nah. Sprint, no. True Believer, maybe. Favourite enemy, spiders, maybe. Favourite enemy, dire wolves, sounds good. Grappling. That's a real... I can always swap out the hunting bow. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. These are the things she's going to get. Push it. Gatherer's cut. Well, if I get a notched blade, that would work well, but I didn't really want to give her that. Steadfast. Fatigue getting hit or miss is reduced by 90%. Attacks that specifically target fatigue are unaffected. Okay, maybe. We're not really that hard up at the moment for storage space. Really, out of these, Steadfast looks the best, but I do like the notched blades, and so it would be nice to grab that so that if we ever find a notched blade, we give it to her. Yeah, let's try it. Why not? And then you definitely want that. And we'll take that. I don't know about... I feel like I've got to do Resolve. Your Resolve is so low to begin with anyway, Amy, because you are Craven, that if we don't do it, I don't know what's going to happen. So this is a first level one. Bags and belts, no. Recover, maybe. Colossus, maybe. Student, maybe. Alert or Pathfinder. I think I'll give you Colossus as well, just to bump those hit points up. And then, yeah, hit points. I think I'd rather fatigue than initiative, and rather than that, we'll give you that. There we go. Nothing in the stash that we want to do. How many of our archers have second things? Got a few more now. Yeah, good. Okay. And it's the next morning, so let's go into town and see what's going on. And yes, that was a group of unholds. It looked like it was many, actually, which sounds very, very scary. We're going to sell those. We're going to keep those. We're going to sell that. We're going to keep those so that we can trash them. But we're going to sell that and that. And we'll trash the rest. 2 days worth of food. Let's see what the mission is first before I make any decisions about that. And no good gear to look at, so that's good. We have to deliver crowns to a nearby merchant. No, it's not worth it. Seriously? 3 unhold. There's no way I'm going anywhere near them. They will chew me up and spit me out. Well, I've only come across unholds once before, and it wasn't a fun fight at all. Okay, no missions here. Typical. I shouldn't be looking at what people are here because I really can't afford to hire anyone else. Retired soldier, adventurous lord, another caravan hand, another caravan hand. A brawler, a squire, a witch hunter, a militia, a deserter, a hedge knight, 11,000. She does start at level 5 though. Yeah, we weren't going to hire any of them anyway. Let's... Oh man, those unhold followed us. Thankfully, when we go over here to... Well, I'm not sure how you pronounce that actually. So I don't think I'll try. Well, I'll just say it's Jold, but I'm sure it's not. I don't know. It looks Nordic, sort of spelling of something. Ooh, ancient graveyard. And then we've got more of the Narcozeras. Ah, we can't escape them. That's alright. We'll do our best. We should be able to get through them. How many? 10. That tree's a little bit annoying, but the rest of the terrain's okay. Let's wait for them to close. No, I'm going to wait for them to actually close, I think. Although it's probably can't hurt to stun one of them for now. Although that does use... If I had just waited 10 seconds, I would have stunned him. Let's move him forward. Shield wall. You can shield wall as well, but we're not going to sling yet. And you can move forward and shield wall. Wait. tell. Stun the big guy for now. That way we can take him on later. We might actually chuck a couple of rocks at him. There we go. And then hold that position. You can hold. You can move forward to support him and hold. Is it worthwhile moving you forward? No. Let's just hold. For now. Okay. Oh, I should have just done my F1, shouldn't I? Get the axe out. And get the big sword out. Can we stop them from eating those corpses, though? That's the problem. We've got to kill those guys first thing next round before they get a chance to eat. What did I just say? And release your kitty, I think. Okay. Good hit. Great hit. Oh, damn it, I should have done the split and got two of them at once. Let's move him up to there. And release the dog. Let's move you to there. Risk I was willing to take. Jump over there. You move forward. Okay, there's no more that's going... Well, until we kill another one, none of them can eat right now. So that's good. Let's stun the big guy again. And then move forward. Very good. Kill him. We don't actually have to move forward in that case because there's only this one left, and I don't think... He can't even move at the moment because he's surrounded by the doggies. None of my archers are really going to get a clean shot, so it's a case of got to move some of my other guys into positions. But you can go to there, and then you can finish it. Okay, no levels unfortunately, but they will all sell quite good. So not going to complain about that. Or is it like scold? I think it might be scold is how that's pronounced. Three skull mission. That sounds a little bit scary. Let's... Not a lot of options for food here. It's a two-handed flail. I would get it. I'm on your TV? How did that happen? Sounds like some sort of magic. Okay, let's see what this mission is. It's going to be something terrible, I bet you. Oh, they want us to go after some barbarians, some berserkers. 1,460. That's really good money. I just don't know if we're actually ready for a 3-skull mission like this, but I'm going to accept it. I wonder if I should consider taking someone else in the party, or maybe even a couple of someone else's. I just don't have equipment for them. But this guy, this lumberjack, has minimal equipment, but he's $14 a day. Oh my god. A taxidermist. You can now have taxidermists in your group. Wow. Excuse me. A day teller with a hoe, a butcher with a cleaver, and that's it. Well, and a vagabond with a saw. No, I won't get any of them. Chromecast. So you cast Chromecast. Is that the way you did it? I haven't seen a Chromecast in years. Yeah, I don't know. Do they still even sell them? I sort of feel like they never really got all that popular. No, I'm not going to let you fight. Well, no. What the options are: fight my captain, Lady Jocelyn the Bear, fight my rogue, who's currently wielding a bow, or fight my sacred crusader. I think we'll just attack the entire group and see what happens. This could be a mistake. Many barbarian thralls. There's 10 of them. We can do this. Okay. Now, Fire TV sticks, that is even rarer. I have never... I've seen advertisements for those things, but I have never seen anyone actually using them. I see a lot of people with Rokus and with Apple TVs, but I don't see a lot using Chromecast, and like I've never known anybody who's used the Fire TV sticks. Okay, archers or ranged characters are going to wait. No, we'll wait. Let's see what they do. Do they have any ranged weapons? No, or at least... yes, he just swapped. I got to keep an eye on that. So did he. Let them all have their goes. See what they do. He swapped. Right, that's all of them. Okay, it's my turn. Step 1. Release the hound, move forward, and shield wall. Step 2, we attack the guys with ranged weapons. Move forward, shield wall. I'm taking this fight a little bit cautiously because I've never fought a full band of barbarians this big before. And admittedly, they're only thralls, so they're not that heavily armoured. But I just want to be a little bit cautious. So what I'm probably going to do with most of these guys is one throw of their weapon and then shield wall for those who have... Oh, damn it. I just skipped over his go. Now, the archers can go ham. Let's take out him and... let's stun. No, wrong one. Not that stun. That stun. Let's stun him so he can't throw and release the kitty. Well, release Cleo. I do know the cat's name. Brilliant. That has stopped all of their thrown weapon guys from attacking. We're going to lose this dog, unfortunately, I think. It's probably a little early to release him, considering he's not one that we cast every round. Okay. What am I doing? I got the hotkey now. Good hit. Okay. You can wait there. You can move forward though. And decapitate. I love it when that works. And then shield wall, I think. You. Yeah, it's a little bit funny, but it's not funny that I just killed my own puppy. Damn it. Still going to do you, because we haven't killed you yet. Let's move that way, so we're only against one guy, and we missed with the headshot. Okay, let's get the axe out. Move to there and threaten him next time. Let's get the pike out and get rid of him. Oh, he bled to death. Good. Move to there, and then miss. But, you know, good effort. Not going to complain. You did a good job. Yeah, we'll knock her completely 6 ways from Sunday. And then what have we got? This guy and those 3. Let's do him because he's a fairly new guy. He needs a little bit of help with that fight. Yeah, I know you meant the Chromecast thing. Yeah. Move to there. You can move to there. And decapitate. Archers aren't going to do much good right now. So we'll let them skip. Good kill. Yeah, you can stun them again just to keep us that little bit safer. You're all good. You're all good. Nice hit and nice kill. Okay. Still no levels, but that's alright. I won't say it's great gear, but those and those are pretty good. The rest of it's crap, but it'll sell okay for a few coins anyway. What we'll do in the meantime, though, is give a couple more of our guys some throwing weapons. So you can have that bundle of axes, and you can have that bundle of spears. Now, technically, that is a cleaver, isn't it? 20 to 30, 35, 75, 8. 20 to 35, 25, 75, 6. I'll stick with the normal one-handed cleaver, thank you. And those are maces. Right, those are crude javelins. They don't do as much damage as those. Excuse me. I know I do have a mute button on here somewhere, but I can never remember where it is, so I've got to get that sorted so that I don't keep coughing on you like that. Back to town. Ding, 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 ding. Wonderful. Oh, and another 3 skull mission. Well, there you go. If it's anything like the last one, I'm not going to complain. Sell, 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 sell. Sell, sell. Whoa, valuable furs. Very nice. I think, actually, we need more ammunition, don't we? Let's take some ammo before we forget, and then let's just sell all this other stuff. We're not going to do anything with it. We're keeping those shields as spares in case we get damaged. We've got only 2 days worth of food. Let's get a little bit more. And I think that's good. So, ooh. Full leather caps. Is it worthwhile buying a couple of them for some of our guys? I think it is. Because you and you would probably, at the very minimum, benefit from those. So let's grab those while we've got the money. And we could look at some extra armor here as well. Even though that's 370, I might splurge on that and that. It's not the chain layer, it's the plate layer, but that's still some good protection there. It's only 5 more protection than he's currently got, but that's okay. So who needs it the most? You've already got padded leather armor, so that's that. And you've got padded leather armor, but you would be better off with the leather lamellar. That gives you just that little bit more protection. You've already got... Oh, you've only got a leather jacket. Well, let's give you that, and you get even more protection. And you can't have anything, and you've only got a leather jacket as well. So if we give you that, our front row now will have some semi-decent leather armour in their plate slot, and some of them have chain as well to go with it. You have a leather jacket. So these are normal leather jackets. Does any of us have the simple leather? Because if we do, we'll fix that. No, leather. I'm pretty sure we don't. I'm pretty sure I've already done this. I've already gone through and given everybody at least, and you've got padded leather. So we can sell those, and we might as well sell those. Although we did talk about getting new people, so maybe keeping those for the time being is not a bad idea. Because as soon as we leave here, we're probably going to get the ambition that we've got our 2,000 crowns, and it will give us our polearm standard thingy. We'll lose 1,000 crowns. So yeah. Every night they come, every night we send. Graveyard. Okay, let's talk money. 1840. Yep, okay, we'll do it. I hate doing graveyards, but if it's that amount of money, I'm not going to say no. Why hasn't it given us our ambition? We have at least 2,000 crowns. We just left a town. That's when it always seems to happen. Or it happens at night time or at midday. What do we got? Oh, just brigands in the graveyard and some miners. Well, that's odd. I haven't seen miners before in a battle. This will be easy. Easy money. Miner, poacher, miner, poacher, poacher. We need to get rid of those poachers. Unfortunately, even with aimed shot, you can't get that far. So we'll take on him, and you can't get that far. Only one of us can actually take out their back line with an aimed shot at the moment. You can't get with that. You can't get with that. Let's just pause you. I don't want to release the cat yet either. Yeah, get in there. Ah, look at those miners in the back there. I didn't notice that there was 10 of them. Yeah, I can never tell when you have to wait for the ambitions to fulfill. Sometimes it seems like it's as soon as you leave a town. Sometimes it's midday. Sometimes it seems to be nighttime. I don't know. Yeah, we'll wait. I'll start moving these guys in. Let's get the sword out. Teach these guys who's boss. Move in. We want to get rid of that archer over there, but that's not going to help. Most dangerous. These pickaxes do a bit of damage against armour, but most of these guys are going to be pretty easy to take out. I might stun him, which is probably the bad move, but anyway, we'll see. Get Cleo out. Take a chance. I didn't set up his backup weapon properly, and I actually sold it. Oh god, I'm stupid. All he can do is shield up at the moment and hope no one kills him. Can't believe I did that. Why did you let me do that, chat? Get in there. For select definitions of in there. What am I doing? Oh, beautiful. You would line up just for me. Thank you very much. That worked extremely well. Come on. Someone hit him, please. You can now throw. Stun him, please. Very good. And you guys just keep lining up for me. Switch to that, and oh, nearly killed him. What do you mean it's not over? There's still 3 of them here. They're all going to run, but there's still 3 of them there. Wish I could get him so he can't get away. I can. Yay! Got him now. Oh, okay. I missed my attack of opportunity. No. End round. He's going to get away. We can't catch him. Well, that's good. Galen got a level. Loot wasn't anything great. We've got another hatchet back, though, so I can give that to whomever it was that I foolishly screwed up with. This one here. You need a hatchet to back it up. I prefer a hand axe, but I don't have one. Right. Fortify Mind, Gifted, Composure, Kicking, Bloody Harvest, for Area of Effect, we're not using that. Smashing Shields, no. Backstabber, Faint. If attack misses, it costs 20% less fatigue than normal. We'll take Backstabber. And then, yes, that and that. There we go. Anything else I want to do? Nope. We're going to sell that. We're going to keep those. Keeping those. We'll sell basically the rest of this. We'll keep that. But that's it. Some minor injuries here. Lightly wounded. Lightly wounded. Lightly wounded. Lightly wounded. Lightly wounded. Not a problem. We're doing good. Back to base. Back to Scold. Damn, no more missions. Look at that total, though. 4,276. I think we could afford to hire someone else if we wanted to. But I don't know that I want to. Maybe the Butcher? What weapons does she like? Daggers, cleavers, and throwing weapons. I've already got one cleaver guy in the group. Not that it's a problem, but... Hammers, axes, maces, and slings. I mean, if he turns out alright, I could get him a hammer. Yeah, let's take him. That might do us in this town, I think. Yeah, 54, not bad. I mean, he doesn't need the range skill, and he doesn't need that. Let's give him that armor for the moment, because it's slightly better than what he had, excuse me, and that. And then we said hammers, didn't we? That's technically a hammer, the pickaxe. So let's give him that and that until we can get a better hammer for him. And what we will do is there any better gear here? So there's no tabards or surcoats that he can wear underneath. There's that armor there, but that is so expensive. So let's sell that. Let's sell that and that. We're not keeping those. We're not keeping that. We'll sell those and that and that and that and that and that. There we go. Keep the spare shields. And I think we're good, although I could take another bundle of javelins. I also need some ammunition, so a small ammunition is, seeing as that's all I can buy, I shall buy it. And that there like that, and then that there like that. In fact, I really should move him to the back row and maybe give the javelins to this guy, purely because you don't have the same level of armor. So okay, where are we going to go? We haven't been here yet. Let's head there. Some barbarian thralls. Hang on. Let's set up our camp. Wait till the morning and then wipe out those barbarians, I think. And I think overall I'm okay with that camp setup. We don't have anyone crafting, but then I don't think we've got anything that we can craft. We don't have any of the necessary gear. So I think we will just camp. A plethora of barbarian thralls. $17. I thought it said 11. 17. Wow, we're in trouble. Okay. So far, none of them have throwing weapons, but that doesn't mean they won't have them. That just means they haven't gotten them out yet. So let's do our standard. Yep, there's one with javelins. Ooh, is that a leader of some sort? No, it's just a thrall. Yeah, another one with javelins. Another one with throwing axes. Throwing axes. Crude javelins. Okay. Move their shield wall. No, I'm reluctant to put you up there, but we will shield wall for the moment. Very good. Any hit's a good hit. Oh, damn it, I did it again. I keep hitting F on the character, I think. Good. One down. Okay. Where else have we got throwing weapons? There. Missed, but any hit's a good hit. You can't get any of them. Let's Probably not really all that advantageous to try and hit that guy up there, but anyway. Oh, actually, that guy there is a little bit more dangerous, so we might... Oh, wrong stun. That's the stun we want. There we go. And that's it. That's our go. So only one of them, two of them, these two here, are going to be able to throw anything at us. He lost his stun already. What the hell happened there? Any of these guys? No. None of them are injured yet, so you can just shield up and wait for them to come to you. Okay. Who's the best person? We still got these two guys back here, so let's stun him this time. And I'm going to leave the cat a little bit until we've thinned out the numbers a little bit more, and the cat might survive a little bit better, I think. Although, if I release the cat now, it's probably going to go for either this guy or those ones up there. So maybe that is not such a bad idea. Okay. No one's wearing helmets, so let's try and brain someone. Can you kill him, please? Because he's already half dead. No, you just keep missing. Okay. Switch to your good weapon. None of these guys are using shields, are they? Get the big guns out, please. There we go. Which one? That one. How did he survive that? Keep forgetting to take those guys out. Ah, and you're switching to javelins as well. Okay, this flank is starting to get a little bit weak. So I've got to be very careful there. We need to take that guy out. But this guy's dangerous too. I think if we can get rid of the javelin. These guys don't have much in the way of armor, but let's just teach him. No, that missed. And that missed. Well, it didn't. The first one didn't miss, but it didn't do what I wanted it to. He's almost already dead. Let's just screw up that guy's day. Keep stunning him, I think. What do we got? Almost dead. Almost dead. So many choices. Damn it, why couldn't it be? Okay, we'll do that. Take a chance. I think we did do a tiny little bit of damage to Lady Jocelyn. Yeah, no big deal. She can take it. It took out 2 barbarians for us, so I'm not going to complain. Let's move forward, because I think we need to get up this way and help this end of the line a little bit. This guy is not going to last very long, and we'll move Lady Jocelyn forward as well. That guy's actually looking quite healthy, but we'll do our best to screw that up. Like that. Okay. And that's all you can do. You're fatigued out. Okay. Good. Finally got rid of that guy. Just hold out a little bit longer up there, guys. We're coming. And down here, I suppose. Might be an idea to shield wall and then miss that guy and be really ineffective. I feel that's the better move. And then actually try and take out his shield. Let's I want to keep stunning this guy. Okay, good. She's got them all completely taken care of now. Let's get you up in there amongst these guys, and if you can go to all the way to there actually, and then you can get rid of it or do a lot of damage to that guy. We've still got to get rid of this guy down here, but we've got 2 against 1 on that. I don't know that that's going to be too bad. Move him to there. Good hack, very nice. Another decent hit. Well, enough of a hit that it is going to... I'm never going to stop being amazed by that cat sound. I really am. That is just amazing in how terrible it actually is. Okay, I am tempted to do a full swing here. And in fact, I'm going to. Let's just do it. Brilliant. Got rid of most of them. She got a little bit hurt, but she can hack it. We really need... We've got little pockets here of guys that are just causing no end of problem. Okay, his shield's gone. Let's just get that guy... Oh, why is he not dead? I'm not going to bother stunning this one anymore. I'm going to stun that one. Because that mace of his is going to screw us up if we don't do something about it. You really don't have a good shot against anyone, but if I move you to there, next turn you can get a shot over there. Yeah. I felt he was the better one to take out. Good. Alright, that's all you're going to do this round. That's fine. Let's move to there. And you're going to wait this turn. You're just going to pause because you're really not, and so are you. Neither of you are really in a very good place at the moment. You're a little bit beat up as well, but you've got a better chance to hit than either of them do. So we'll get you there. Okay. Can you... Oh, let me guess, you're out of arrows, aren't you? You are. That's why you can't hit. How are you doing for arrows? You got a couple left. If I put you there, you can take a snapshot at him and give him an arrow to the face. Yeah, the cat sound is just... I said in another one of the last night or the night before when I was streaming, I said it sounds like someone provoked their cat and got it to start attacking them in the hallway and just recorded it on their iPhone and then put that sound into the game. Most of the cat sounds just sound like someone who has a cat has got them to make the sounds that they want them to make, and they've just recorded them on a mobile phone or something. It's really funny. I mean, I applaud them for making the effort, but it's just not the same quality as the rest of the sounds in the game. No doubt about it. Let's try and get rid of his shield. But really, if we do a big enough swing against this guy, we'll take him down even with the shield. So that's that. That's good. Okay. Who can you still stun? I think we're going to stun you this time because I think you're just about to run, and we don't want that. I can't go there. Bugger. Because if I go there, my archers can't shoot at him. I'll go there. It's a silly thing to do, but... Okay. Might just move you up to there for the moment. Okay. Get that old man out of the way. Oh, I can talk, I'm an old man. But anyway. Let's start moving you down to see if these guys need a hand. You're a little bit screwed up, but we'll move you down too. Run them down. He's not going anywhere, thank you very much. Not want you're out of arrows. Well, we'll fix that. Wonderful. You can stay there. You can come down here as far as you can, so that maybe next turn you can get a shot off. You can start moving down. You can stay there. And you can kill him. Very nice. So, we got a couple of levels there. Some injuries, which is a little bit unfortunate. Getting a lot of gear now. Animal hide armor on leather wraps. What is the animal hide armor worth? Doesn't look like it's worth much. As far as protection-wise, anyway. Oh, wow. So that wiped out the entire camp there. That was the camp plus everybody else. Time to get moving. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is definitely an OP party. Any of these battles where I've thought maybe we're not going to do well, just being a little bit cautious, and we're just breezing through this. I mean, sure, we've got quite a few injuries here at the moment, but they're all light wounds. Well, that's 2 days, 1 day, 1 day. Okay, 3 days, 1 day, 1 day. Let's get these levels. I don't want to forget that. Shield bash, nah. Composure, bullseye, bloody harvest, smashing shield, backstabber, feint. I think we'll take feint, actually. Because he's going to be using one-handed swords. I'll give him hit points this time. Ooh, what are we going to get for Einar? Oh, I see something that looks very nice right there. Chain lightning. I mean, we've got to be insane not to take chain lightning. Unleash an arcing barrage that strikes an opponent and sending sparks onto another 3 enemies, dealing additional damage and ignoring armor. 5 AP, 30 fatigue, 40 to 50 damage to hit points, of which 0 to 35 can ignore armor. Inflicts an additional 15 to 40 damage that ignores armor to up to 3 targets, requires a staff. Oh man, talk about OP. Because while I want my guys to be able to, and let's all get a drink so that we're nice and happy. While I want my guys to be able to heal in battle, and I just don't think it's possible. I'm going to sell all those bear head pieces, I think. Even if there are no spells that allow you to actually heal in battle, I shouldn't have sold that. It was only 44. I really don't care if we can kill the opponents quickly enough. Because that's all that really matters. We need tools, and that's a good price. So let's get a few. And we need ammo, and that's not a terrible price. So let's get a couple. We're going to sell that, and we're going to sell those. Do we have any of our fighters who still don't have throwing weapons? We do. I didn't finish leveling Ina. I gave her her perk, but I didn't give her anything else. Him, sorry. I keep saying her, and we established yesterday that she is a he. Oh, and we have furs here to sell as well. Well, let's do that. That brings us another chunk of money. That's nice. Let's just look. Is there anything else from that we could have sold? No. We've got plenty of food, 4 days worth, and we now have a lot of that. We've got some of that, and we're good for that. Okay. Craft tent, worth 10,000. Nothing here in the way of weapons I want to buy. Nothing here in the way of armor that I want to buy. We'll just see what the mission is. Oh, actually, I wanted to see if there was anyone decent here. So we've got a washerwoman, hammers, maces, and staves, likes wearing medium armor, skilled in unarmed combat, lifts weight for hours, seems hardy, has a hulking form, and is calm. Rainier, a militia. He does start with an extra level. Ulrich the fisherman, pole arms, throwing weapons, spears and daggers. Houston the monk, flails, maces, hammers and slings. Niels the caravan hand, swords, daggers, axes and crossbows. Gerald Bloodeye the fishmonger, daggers, cleavers and throwing weapons. And that's it. I'm tempted to grab the monk. Because A, we don't have anyone using maces yet. Because our other monk is currently using a flail. A sling. The problem is if this guy ends up with better stats to be another slinger, we don't really want any more on the back line. We want one more frontline guy. It would be nice. I mean, Reinar, he's carrying a mace, he's carrying a bludgeon, but he's only has an aptitude for spear and throwing weapons. So it's like, if that means that when I go and look at his perks, once he can't get mace mastery, then I don't want to give him a mace. I only want people who can master in things. Which is why at the moment the person that I'm leaning towards the most is the monk. Let's hire him. Let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? He's a better archer. Damn it. Well, so was this one. He's got good hit points. He's got good fatigue. He's got 1 pip in range skill. That's all right. He's going to be throwing javelins at some point anyway. The only problem we've got at the moment is we don't have any decent armor for him. Like 0. We can give him a helm. We can give him that. We might be able to buy him a bludgeon or something. Yeah, we can buy... Well, that's a hammer, not a mace. Who were we going to give a hammer to? Hang on. We were going to give a hammer to you. Technically, you have a hammer, even though it's a pick. No. Armor first. There's really nothing. Put the jacket over what you've got, and that's about it. Let's buy the bludgeon. No, I could buy the shovel, but it's crap. We'll buy the bludgeon. We'll put that on. Do that. You're minimally set up. You're also the only one without a throwing weapon. So once we get a throwing weapon for you, we are completely set up, and I can just grab that right now. And we're set. Everybody is as configured as I want to make them. What's the mission? Delivery 100. Forget it. It isn't worth my time. Even if it's just next door, it's not worth it. Let's come back here to Burkhovel. See what missions we can get here, if any. No missions. Here's the stable I was talking about, where you can hire the donkeys. And it looks like they just end up being another member of your party. You even have to pay per day for them, so the upkeep is 2 gold a day. And they have traits as well, so you can hire them. Just to help you carry stuff. Let's see, is there anything here that's going to really interest me in the way of gear, etc.? I know, it's 5,000 crowns. It's ridiculously expensive, but it's a nice little gimmicky feature of the game. I don't mind it. I'm going to buy that. I don't know who's going to wear it, but someone is. I feel like going to buy that gambeson, actually, and that gambeson. Ooh. I'm going to spend and I feel like getting that too. I almost feel like getting enough to drop below the 2,000 so that we don't have that thing go off straight away. Let's have a look at what we've got. Because we've got a lot of people that have got sort of nothing. Like he's only got. Okay, let's look at the front line first. So he's got a gambeson with padded. He doesn't have chain. So let's repair that. He's now got chain. So that's really good. She's got a gambeson, sorry, a surcoat and leather, but no chain. Well, we can't do anything about that. She's got surcoat and leather, no chain. She's got surcoat. Sorry, she's got I think she's got gambeson, chain, leather, and tabard. He can't do anything. You've got Is that a thick tunic? I think that's a thick tunic with chain and that. So what I might do is I might break that down, exchange that thick tunic for one of the gambesons, and then put the chain and that back on it. So he's got the best armor he can have at this point. He's got 3 layers. It's all pretty good. And you've got padded surcoat and a leather jacket. So let's put the leather armor on the top of that. Now, everybody but you has a Akaton cap, so we fix that. Who didn't have a gambeson? The padded surcoats are almost as good as the gambesons, so I'm not worried. I'm not gonna switch those out, I don't think. So I'll leave that. They've all got... What is your base? A gambeson, so you're great. Already done. So, we've got 2 more guys down here. You're really pathetic. So let's give you that. And let's put the leather jacket on top. We need to split that up though. We need to get that off there. So that's okay. So we got the leather jacket and we got the thick. And we'll give... No, you can keep that headgear for the moment. Let's give this guy... He's got leather jacket on linen tunic. Let's just split those up so we can sell them separately. Let's give you a thick tunic with a leather jacket on it. And let's give you the full leather cap so you've got some better protection. Okay. That feels better. Actually, I think that feels better overall. Yeah. So our front line is really heavily armoured, or as heavily armoured as we can get at the moment. It would be nice to have everyone with chain. But at the moment we've got, what was it, 1, 2, essentially 3, 4 with chain out of the 7. So that's a pretty high percentage. Everyone's got a gambeson layer and a plate layer. It's all leather, of course, except for this guy. Your leather layer was... Yeah, padded leather armor. Okay, cool. It just needs some work, that's all. And as I've said, that's the other thing that I wish this game had. I wish you could go to, say, the armourer here, and then pick a person and say, fix this armour for me, please, and pay an amount and they'll repair that bit of armour. That is what the game needs, as far as I'm concerned. A basic male shirt for $5.12. No, I'm not going to spend any more. I will sell that, and that, though. And that, because I don't need that leather jacket at the moment either. But look at some of these. Breastplate armour. Plate cuirass. Scale armour. I'm not sure scale armour ever really existed. Reinforced lamellar armour. See, the thing is, I was in a medieval reenactment group, and at least in the medieval period in Europe, I don't think scale armour like this really existed, or even, you know, that's a full halberd of chain, okay, sleeveless halberd, that's all good. Even those male shirts, they didn't have separate shoulders like that. It was all one piece. But something like this that's being called lamellar harness, the early versions of plate armour, was basically a big sheet of leather that you cut a hole in the middle and you just draped it over your head, and it went over the front and over the back. And underneath that was riveted squares of iron, steel, whatever, you know, squares of metal, and they all overlapped. And that sort of looks like this or this. It even looks a little bit like this. This leather lamella armor, that's Oriental in origin, as far as I'm concerned. There was never armor like that I've ever heard of in the medieval period, or that it's pure fantasy. That being breastplate armor is sort of the deal, but the plates were always on the inside, not the outside. That certainly existed, the plate cuirass, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, a lot of this is fantasy. It never actually existed, I don't think. The gambesons and everything did, and the mail certainly did, and there was mail that sort of tied up at the front, or there was mail that you just sort of slipped over your head like a t-shirt, but there was never mail that had like separate shoulder pieces. Anything that was on your shoulder or elbows or arms in any way was actually a separate harness of metal with leather straps to keep it all together and to keep it attached to your body and all that sort of stuff. So that sort of thing, it's sort of Roman inspired from their armor, but they didn't. That was in the Romans. That was leather and metal, leather and little plates. It wasn't. It wasn't chain. I don't believe anyway. I'm not a big expert on the Romans, but anyway. Okay, I think we're set up after all of my drawing and gas bagging there. Let me have a look at all the weapons and drool about things that I cannot buy. What is that? A Volg. That's a two-handed cleaver. Bardich, billhook, the great axe, two-handed hammer, pole hammer, which isn't actually a pole arm. It's a two-handed hammer. The glaive. I know most of these in the cat o' nine tails. There's the warhammer. That's what I want for what's his name. And there's a winged mace. Okay. No missions here. Let's move on. To here. We've never been there. Speed things up, Tony. Don't. Oh, does that road not go through the swamp there? It's hard to tell. I don't think it does. Okay, we got holy water. I guess that's good. Let's just camp. I'm not going to change our camping setup. There we go. There's our ambition fulfilled. We really want to be careful with that. Leave the camp, please. Thank you. I suppose I should give that polearm to someone, and I suppose the best person to give it to... Let's have a look at the stats on it. 50 to 70 damage, 30% ignores armor, 100% effective against armor, 15 fatigue. Allies at a range of 4 tiles or less receive 10% of their resolve. Blah, blah, blah. This does 60 to 80, so that automatically does more damage. Everything else is the same, except this has a 5% chance to hit the head. And this has slightly more fatigue. I'm going to use it because that's what it's there for. But I'm not sure I'm entirely happy with it. Like if we make that our current weapon, that just has impale. Whereas this has impale and repel. Not that I've ever used the repel, really. And how much fatigue is 12 fatigue for an attack with that, whereas that's still 12 fatigue and it's 5 AP. Oops, I didn't look at that. That's also 5 AP. Eat or give berries. Oh, you're kidding me. How did I never know that before? Can you do that with any food? No. So you can't do it with mushrooms. You can't do it with goat cheese, but with ground grains or with berries, you can put them in your tool slots, and they can be used to help heal. I wonder if there's other foods that are just as good. I'm going to have to experiment with that. Okay. So Lady Jocelyn is going to be assigned as our sergeant, if we can. I mean, technically she is a captain, so she should be able to do that. We didn't have any levels. No, we didn't. Good. Was there any injuries we hadn't fixed yet? Nope. What can we buy here? Not that we have much money at all, really. I don't know whether to sell that pike or not. Yeah, screw it. Sell it. Lots of interesting goodies here, but I don't think we can really afford any of them. More gambesons and padded surcoats. More Acadon caps. We're doing alright for ammunition supplies, and stuff, so hopefully we're okay. We have 2 more days worth of food. Let's see what these missions are. They're only ones, so we probably don't want to take any of them. Oh, you want us to find a spot on the map. 260 crowns. Okay. I think that said a far way to the north, didn't it? Hanging fields to the north. I don't see no place called Hanging Fields. So let's just head north and see what we find. There's no high ground to get to. Not close by anyway. If it's just in this area, we're not going to find it very well. But if this swamp is the Hanging Fields, I don't see anything named around here. This is terrible. There it is. Time to head back. That's easy money. .22 experience. Did we get any levels? Yes, we did. Yay! Hagen got a level. One of our monks. So he can now get Sling Mastery. Yay! There we go. Although I was thinking about giving him something to do with the axe, wasn't it? Oh, he had the bloody harvest. That's right. That's why I took that. Steadfast and super spins. All good. Right. And we have a level 2, a 2 skull mission now. Very nice. We can't hire any more people, and I don't think I really want to at this point. Keeping them all paid for is costing me a fortune. There wasn't anything I wanted to buy here except gambesons, and so let's just get a nice, decent, high-paying mission. Local brigands, okay. 190 and 750. We need more payment once it's done. No way. Okay, we'll do it, but it better not take too long. It's up there. Okay. Well, we got enough food for 2 days. We can get up there. We might be able to get some food when we clear that place out. Let's just... it's only going to be... I said it's brigands, so it's probably just going to be the various bandit types. Let's just hope it's not like a bandit leader or something. No, brigand thugs, brigand poachers. Not a problem. What do you know? There is a brigand leader in amongst all of that. I don't know why I had a feeling that there would be a brigand leader there, but I was right. Oh, look at that. 3 archers just sitting there, someone with a scythe. But thankfully, lots of really light armour and very little headgear. And we're fighting in a swamp, which is just as good for me because it means they can't move very fast. I get a lot of time to throw and shoot at them. So let's skip all of our turns and let them do everything that they're going to do. And I'm going to have some fun trying out my chain lightning in a minute and seeing what havoc I can wreak with that. We are going to want to try and take out these archers as soon as possible, but thankfully they're moving their archers forward. There's 13 of them all up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. There's still 2 hidden. I want them all on the field. I want to see what they're all doing first, and then we will start to mow them down. I want to see where their leader is, the works. If only I still had my ranger. Is that their leader? Burnell, the king of thieves. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's still one hiding somewhere. But, okay. I will start. So, actually, do they have any throwing weapons? They don't. Good. Yeah, we've started on that guy. Let's finish him. Now you can even start. You only got 5% chance to hit him. That's because of that shield he's got. I think we're better off targeting the archers first, even though there's only a small chance to hit him behind that. Maybe not. Maybe let's just take out the dangerous guys in the front first. Okay, now chain lightning. Let's see how this goes. Yes, I like it. Let's see what that did. So we hit that first one. We had to hit a 78. We rolled a 12. So he got 24 points of damage. It then jumped to this guy, and he got 28 points of damage. It jumped to this guy, and he got 16 points of damage. So I think it damaged him, and him. I thought it went for the king as well, but it must have completely missed him. And she's still got some action points left, but we're not going to use them. We're going to wait because that used up a fair bit of fatigue. So let's we might move you forward to there, and then you can throw at that guy and kill him. Thank you very much, Halstein. Your first battle, and you've just killed a plashy grass, whatever the hell that is. No, you killed a brigand thug. Yeah, let's go for the guys that you've got a decent chance to hit. Let's not screw around with all of this throwing at some guy that you're never going to actually hit. Well, you don't have much chance to hit anyone, Galen, but we'll give it a shot. It's because he's got a shield. Let's move you to there, and then just... You can't even throw from there. That's fine. Yeah, let's get that guy, and then we'll try and get that guy. That goddamn bush there is causing a real problem. I think he's going to get his sword out instead of throwing anything. And you know what? I think she's going to get her axe out instead of throwing anything. Makes them slightly vulnerable because they don't have their shields to protect them from things like this guy. exact example. Oh, that's a flail. I want that. Well, I don't care if the guy... I just want the guy dead, really. And that's a short sword, which we've already got a guy with a short sword, so that's good. I should have used aimed shot. It would have increased the chance of a headshot. At least I think it does. Right, so let's kill him as quickly as possible. Are we going to have any luck with another... I love it. Absolutely love it. And hell, let's release Chloe while we're at it. Okay, so you can go to there and... Sorry. You can do that. You can do that. You can injure him. And you're already there, so let's just, you know, make his day that much worse. Okay. 10%, 51%. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Get the polearm out. I don't know whether it's worthwhile. Moving her forward isn't the best strategy. She needs to be behind these guys, so I think we might wait. She couldn't hit anyone anyway that turn. You can switch to your axe, and then you can break his shield. Or at least start to break his shield. Switch to your sword, and hit him in... Well, you hit him in the body, but it would have been even better if you had hit him in the head. Oh, well done, Chloe. Well done. But you're in the way of us shooting the captain, or their leader. So, that's a little bit annoying. Good, we took that guy out. And... Good, we injured him. He's going to fall back. Scaredy pants. Chloe's in the way of us hitting that. But let's do an aimed shot for that guy. And we missed. And it scared him so much he ran. Whoa, that is some sort of cleaver that he's got there. I don't know what that one's called, but that's a cleaver. I'm going to skip your turn, because when these guys move forward, you can then move forward and attack. I just don't feel like it's a good idea to get some of these lower level guys to charge in straight away at him. So let's swap back and try and soften him up a little bit. Let's move. Okay, let's get you in there. Let's get you to throw at him, and you can throw at him and miss a couple of times. Going to take the chance that you hit our Crusader. Now we're going to switch to the stun, and this is how we're going to take that guy down. Have a nice day, Synthorus. Thanks for watching. Okay, that was good. Let's see. You get up there, and then actually you're going to take out his shield. Or start to anyway. You can go up here. Start moving these guys up, because at the very least they can be throwing over his shoulder. But also we've got another ranged character down there who might come back into range. If you're there, you can do a quick shot. If you're there, oh, you don't have the whatever to get there. Let's move you there, and then you can throw as well and miss. Put you there. Good. So those two archers are back there, and that guy's back there. I don't want to move this guy in. He doesn't really have a good shot, so I might... No! Headbutt the microphone time. I think I need to tilt the microphone down a touch. New monitor, and it's not sitting very well on it. Let's shield wall you, because if he attacks, you're in deep doo-doo. Okay, that was a good hit. I probably should have done shield bash there to try and get his shield down, but we can do that later. So good hit, very nice. Another stun, please, so that he doesn't bother us. You can come around this way. So shield is now gone. That is wonderful. We're going to move you there. You can throw an axe at him next time. But you are going to come and start taking on these guys. And so are you. Is there any... You can go over to there. That's fine. You have a shot, don't you? Good. Keep going. Let's teach this guy who's boss. Another good hit. Very nice. These archers are just going to pack up and run. Almost. Wonderful. Good XP for Synthoris there to help take down that guy. Everybody else, let's get after the archers. I don't like our chance. They're going to get away. We're not going to be able to get anyone close enough with this swamp. I don't like my chances at all. Getting close enough to do anything. Yeah. I'm just going to end my round, and it'll tell me that they're retreating, and I'll say it's over, because that was a good fight. Synthoris gets a level, Espen gets a level, and in loot we got that military cleaver, so that's going to go to one of our guys, even though it has pretty high fatigue on it. Or at least we'll have a look at it. A couple of short swords, which we'll just end up selling, even though I did want to keep them. I don't know that we've got anyone actually... No, we don't have anyone using a spear at the moment. Simple leather jacket tunic, I think tunic. We're going to sell most of that. All of that, actually. And a little bit of coin doesn't go astray either, as well as other supplies. All good. Couple of bows, don't need them. Right, let's just get these levels done. Oh, okay, your first level. You don't have anything yet. Alert, back to basics, student, 9 lives, Colossus, recover, or slinger spins. We don't want that. Take Colossus. And then you can up that. You can up that. And then you can up that. All good. You, at 3rd level, push it. Small game, so that's the short bow perk, which I'm probably going to take. Debilitate, rotation, taunt, sprint, true believer, favorite enemy spiders, dire wolves, grappling. Yeah, now I'm going to take this, so you get extra damage from that bow. We just have to remember not to change it. G'day, Conductive. This is the Legends beta mod. So this mod adds a couple of 100 new perks, brand new perk trees for all the different character types, including a bunch of new character types, a whole new armor system with multiple layers of armor, a whole new camping system where you can actually assign duties while you're camping so that you can do repairing and healing and hunting and all of that type of stuff. It's got, this is my archer, isn't it? Yes. Lots of different new character types, including this soothsayer that's basically a wizard. You don't have huge magic spells, but he's got a missile, he's got a chain lightning, he's got a stun, he can summon a cat. Lots and lots of content in this. It basically just expands out the main game and makes it much more like a D&D style adventure. You don't have everything that you would have in some of those. I haven't really found any healers in the game. So there's healers, but there's no way in combat to like cast a spell and heal someone that I've found yet. But I also have only just scratched the surface. I've only been playing this mod for a couple of days. But it's so far it's enjoyable. The only problem with this start that I've done is this start. You start with a party of 6. It's always the same 6. It's the Berserker, this captain, Ragin Eric Shun. I hope that's how you jam all that together. Thank you for following. Any follower gets a name in the party. So let's see, who are we going to give? I do have 2 eunuchs in the party, and I have not been using those. And there's a couple of ladies in the party, and unless I know that one of my followers is actually a lady, I haven't been naming my followers after the ladies. But actually, Einar, who is our seer, let's rename that to Ragin Eric Shun. Oh, I get it. Oh my god, I can't believe I did not get that initially. That's going to be funny that our mage is Ragin Erection. Okay. Yeah. So, as I was saying, Conductive, lots of new content. In fact, we're just about to do the camping now, and you can see the camping screen. And we can go in here and we can assign people to do various tasks. So we have everybody, no one's doing any crafting, but we have 2 people hunting. We have 1 gathering, 1 fletching, 1 training, 2 people patrolling, 2 people doing the workshop, which we should probably take out. That scraps items and makes tools out of them, these tools. And then we have 2 people, 1 person doing repairs of our equipment using those tools. So actually I should take these 2 guys and maybe put them, they're not that good at this. You're not doing anything. What are you at repairing? 10%? Okay, better than nothing. And I might get him repairing as well. So we now got 3 people repairing our equipment. We've got 1 person acting as a healer. Not that we really have anyone injured enough that they really need it, although we do have people that have lost a little bit of health that need to get it back, and 1 person who is just resting. So we now go camp. Hello. There we go. And you can see it's actually doing stuff while we camp. And then once we finish camping at dawn, well, first of all, we've got to pick this. Sergeant to rally on the battlefield. So now, once we finish, it tells us what we did. So someone got eager. We did some practice, so they got extra XP. We got some fresh meat. We got some medicine. We got some ammo. We healed the Berserker for 11 points. And we repaired 3 pieces of equipment. So, yeah, you still do repair equipment and stuff like that over time. That stuff still happens while you're just walking around. But you can just camp and concentrate on it and start really sort of grinding it out and getting it done quicker. The only thing with this playthrough is I'm really limited. The only way I can add new people to my roster is by leveling up this captain character. And at various levels, she can take these that add extra people to the party. But next round, I need to give her the... Where is it? The rally the troops so that she can become the sergeant. So rather than giving her one from this level, I need to give her that. Although we could make someone else the sergeant, but for now. Not going to bother with that mission. The biggest problem we've got here is it's costing us 279 crowns a day for this party of 14. Most of it is the original party. So actually, that's what I was saying before. The original party is the Berserker, the captain, Lady Jocelyn, the Holy Crusader, who we've named after one of our followers, the Rogue, Burnell, the Wizard, and there was a Ranger who left us because we were running out of money. Yeah, there's a lot of perks. There's now like the original game had like 70 perks. This mod makes that up to like 350 perks. And each character type and even each person has personalized perks. And I'll show you the example. Arn here is a eunuch. That is his list of perks. Rambert here is also a eunuch. He has a completely different list of perks. Not 100% different, but there are subtle variations. So you'll notice he has less on his first level of perks than what Arn did. So there's a couple that have been added in. So basically, what I think it is some of these talents that they get, those backgrounds and talents or whatever they are, when they first get created, they affect the perks that they can take as well, I think. And there's also a lot of information. Where is it? Like you can see here, Arn the eunuch, he can add to our healing, our barter, our smash, our ammo, all of that sort of stuff. So you can see all the different things that he can do. But when you go to hire new people, if we look at this guy here, Don Burt, who is a rat catcher, when we look at his details, it actually tells us what weapons he likes to use, what sort of armor he likes, some of the things that he's skilled at doing, like catching beasts, and then it gives you a sort of a preview of what some of his traits might be. I don't know that it's 100% accurate, but this is sort of what you get out of them as you just sort of quickly talk to them. It's not doing the same as the triad. It doesn't cost you anything. I haven't seen a herbalist before. But yeah, you start to get an idea, in particular, so what sort of weapons that they like to use, and that affects the. I think that affects these, that fourth level of perk, which gives you your weapon mastery. I think that's affected by what you see when you see that. So anyway, there's also formations in battle. So you notice we've got 3. We don't have the tents down the bottom here. I haven't worked out, though, how I move somebody. Oh, look at that. That's not good. That's just stripped everyone of their gear in Formation 1. Let's stick with Formation... Where's my good formation that I was just in? Oh, no. If this is screwed up absolutely everybody, I'm going to be really upset. God damn it, I've got to go and reset up everybody. Yeah, look at all that. Okay. You had that on. And you had one of those. You had that. You had that there. And your backup was just a throwing weapon. doesn't matter what. This is going to take a couple of minutes, guys. Yeah, it's a huge expansion. It really is. It's still in beta, so it's not 100%. But I think it's pretty good. I really enjoy it. As a thing, I think it's really nice. That's the Sears Robes, and you were wearing that. And you had a backup weapon. No, you didn't have a backup weapon. You are our Crusader, so you had that, and that, and then we'll give you that. You are our Berserker. You had that. We'll give you that. I can't remember what headgear you had, but it was probably one of those. And then you didn't have armor. You didn't have mail. You just had a gambeson and padded surcoat. And I think you had that one. That'll do for now. Yeah, armor layering. So if I show you this one here, she's got... this is going to be fun. Let me just organize all of that again and then do that, and that. So she's got a gambeson over which we have reinforced mail, which gives her another 70 points of protection, over which we can then put the padded leather armor, which gives her another 35 points of protection. And then on top of that, she can have a tabard, which only gives her 5 more, but also gives her stuff to morale and, yeah, increases the resolve of her wearer as well. Right, so I'm pretty sure you had that armor. And who else had mail? You had mail. You've got mail. Not quite. Now, that for you and that for you. And then all of these guys have those. We all have shields of some sort. Even you have a shield. You and you. You and you. Okay, the next best armor, that's 80, 60, 40, 75, 55, 75, 45, 40. So we had an 80 here. That'll go on you. And that 75 will go on you. And then you'll have that. And you'll have that. And then out of the rest of these, I think you had that, that, and that. And then what do we got? We got 60. So that's 60. That's 40. That's 55. That's a 75. That's better than one of these guys. That's an 80. Oh, that's a 75. That's the same. Okay, that's okay. That's a 45. Is that a 40? That was a 55. That's 40, so that's equivalent to that. And that is 30. So that's up there. So I think we'll do that, and that. Okay. And then weapons. Oh, I can't remember what we're going to do for all of these guys. You had one-handed sword. Good. You were going to use one-handed sword. So we'll give you the short sword down there. There we go. And you can have throwing axe. I was making you a cleaver boy. Oh, no. An axe. You've already got axe mastery. That's right. So We didn't have any better than a hand axe for you, and actually maybe we'll give you that. And maybe we'll swap you. There we go. Okay. You, we will give that, but what were we going to give you? Yeah, it's the difference between the things. It's a mod, not an expansion. It might not quite be the same. So we're giving you that. You are going to be flail. That's right. We're giving you a flail. So, and that's all we've got for flails at the moment. So we're giving you that because we didn't have anything better. You are going to be... I think you were going to be hammer or mace. You were going to be mace. That's right. We gave you a mace. And you were going to be hammer, weren't you? You had hammer? Yes, you did. So we gave you that. So you have that. And you have that. Now, you have that and that. But I think you had the two-handed axe. No, you didn't. We'll just give you the dagger. You had the rondel dagger because you're the rogue that started the game. Did you have... No, you don't have the perk for that bow. So we can give you... Who's the best bow, though? 74, 48, 61, 46. He's the best bow. He didn't have that thing that... Oh, he does have the small game, so he can stay with that. Okay, that's good. You are going to have... What did we say? 48, 61, 48. Did we give you the small game? No, we didn't. That's right, we thought about it. No, you don't have it. So you're going to take that bow. And we will give you a short sword as backup. You have that bow and that. And a spare one. You have a spare one. You have a spare one and that. And you have the sling. And we gave someone a two-handed... I'm positive we gave someone a two-handed axe. Was it you? Yes, because you had Bloody Harvest. But you're the monk, aren't you? Okay. Yeah, you start, well, at least in the guys that you start with, like if you look at that 92 for her melee, the five guys, these two here and those three there are the original starting members. One's left. We ran low on money and the ranger left. But you'll see that the melee skill on these guys is just through the roof. It's unbelievable. The melee skill on this guy, the rogue, is good, but I wanted him in the back line. I thought the rogue was just a bit too squishy to be up front much, even though he will do a lot of damage with that rondel dagger. And then we've had to bump... She's got really good fatigue because the mages... has really good fatigue because the mages use fatigue as their mana, basically. And we're going to give some of these guys these to carry. I think that's everybody set up again. So I don't want to play around with the formations anymore. But yeah, you can have multiple formations apparently. I don't know how you put someone in the reserve though, because I don't know what this stable is all about. Like, it won't let me move people up into the reserve in this formation. So I don't know how to make a formation without everybody in it. So that's the only part of this that I don't understand, is the putting people into the reserve in the formations. Apart from that, the game's great. I love it. Well, the mod is great, I should say. I love it. I don't have a problem with it. I can work around it. I can work with it, is what I'm saying. I very much enjoy it. I'm going to give you that instead, I think. Although, is that a polearm? No, it's a spear. And that is actually the one thing we don't have in this group. We don't actually have anyone using spears. We have some axes, we have some swords, we have a cleaver, we have a mace, we have a hammer, but we don't have spears. Yeah, so they are really good, but the big caveat is 59 a day for the rogue, 43 a day for the captain, 33 a day for the wise woman, 30 a day for the berserker, 30 a day for the crusader. Like that 279, most of that, like nearly 200 of that, is just those starting 5 characters. The first 6 characters that we had were costing us 200 crowns a day just for them. So it's really hard to, in the early game, even though you can, if you start with high money, you start with like 2,500 crowns. By the time you've gone around and bought some slightly better equipment, they start with good weapons and some good equipment. Like if we look at this guy here, with the exception of the axes, throwing axes and the shield, that's what he came with. This is special armor that you can't add extra stuff onto, except you can add a cloak. You can add an upgrade and you can add a rune layer. So there's magical runes that you can put on weapons and armor to improve them. But that's the equipment he came with. She came with that armor without the chain, I think. She came with pretty good armor and a pike when you get her. The berserker came with this man splitter 2-handed axe, but very minimal armor. Our wizard came with his wizard's robes, his hat and his staff already. And our rogue came with his rondel dagger and some minimal armor. So, and the ranger comes with the hunting bow, some decent armor. So you start off, the party that you start off with is OP, but just paying them costs you $200 a day. So if you have a mission, which is to transport, a package for someone to some place that's 3 days away, it's a level 1 mission and they want to pay you 100 gold, you're going to lose money on that mission. Because if it takes more than half a day, you haven't paid for your daily upkeep. So that's the hard part about this start, is keeping, I'm going to see what this level 1 mission is, but I'm probably going to say no. So this is he wants us to take some money and give it to somebody else, and he's going to pay us to do that. He's going to pay us 100 crowns to go to another city and give whatever this money is. We don't know how much. We'll just have to see what our mission is. Low-level missions are generally 200 max. This is only 100 coins. 10 crowns in advance and 100 coin to get the job done. That's a loss. I can't do that mission. It's not worthwhile for me. I'm finding, even though I haven't been playing this mission very long, we're only on day 45, I'm finding I have to do high-level 2-skull missions or 3-skull missions to be sure that I'm getting enough money to pay. Because a lot of the missions take more than 1 day, so that mission has to be at least 400 if it's a 2-day mission. At the moment, it has to be at least 600 really, because I'm paying out 280 a day, so it nearly has to be 300 a day plus food. You know, so I've got to take into account how much food I'm having to provide every day as well. I have to provide 30 provisions a day, so I need about 300 gold a day, maybe even 350 including food, just to keep this party going. And that's why I lost the ranger, because about 10 or 20 days ago, I was in a situation where I didn't think about it. I hired 2 new guys because I could finally add more people to my roster. I hired 2 new guys, and they cost a few hundred each. They don't cost much per day, but that few hundred each dropped me below 1,000. And then I went on a caravan mission or a delivery mission that was like 3 days away. It wiped out all of my money, and I couldn't find any missions to get that money back up for a while. So we were in negative. We were in the red for like 3 or 4 days, and my ranger got sick of it and just walked away. And he was one of the better characters. The ranger, some of the perks that the ranger can get is to summon a dog in every combat. The mage can summon a cat, but the ranger can summon a dog. He can also summon an eagle to scout out the entire map when you're in combat. And then later on, I think he can summon wolves or bears. So I'm really disappointed that we lost him. I haven't found another ranger since. And so, you know, I keep an eye out. If I find one, I'll kick one of my other guys out, one of my other ones that I'm using as archers, and I'll take the ranger back in any day, because he was great. Absolutely. 100% top notch. But there's like a dozen new starts for the game that come in this mod as well, including like a random party from 1 to 6. Could be anything. Could be 6 beggars. There's one where you start as a beggar. There's another one, I think, where you start as basically a circus troupe. There's lots of really interesting ones. You can start as a warlock. There's a whole bunch of different avatar missions. You can start as a warlock, as a nun, and some of the, because there's female characters in this as well, so some of the ones are interesting. The nun one, for example, you can only hire women in your party. That's it. Yeah, I basically have to keep an eye on and consider. I'm doing okay at the moment. I'm at 3,000 crowns. What I'm doing is just being very sensible about when I decide to buy things. So at the moment, 3,000, if I found a good suit of armor in here, like if I found, well, there's a simple mail shirt for 1,000. I'm not sure I want to spend 1,000, because I could go from town to town now and not find a mission for a few days. And that would eat out 1,000 gold in 3 or 4 days, and then I'd be down 1,000. So if I spend 1,000 on mail right now, that only gives me 2,000 as a buffer. So I'm leaving a much bigger buffer with this party than I normally would. Normally, I wouldn't have a problem going down to from where I am at the moment. I wouldn't have a problem if my finances got down to 500 gold, as long as I knew that I could go and pick up another mission for a few hundred. I'd be right. Because normally my costs for a party of 14 would be maybe 200, maybe, but not 280. Probably it would be about 100 for a party of 14. Depends on what levels they are and how they're leveling up and everything. I need to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of that and that. Actually, most of this stuff we're going to sell because we're not using it. We don't need that. And we didn't find anything special to sell. Keeping the shields as backups, but I just noticed that we've got multiples of the same colour. So maybe... Oh, actually, we've got a lot of the blue and white, don't we? Blue and white, blue and white, blue and white, blue and white. Blue and white. Blue and white. White and red. Yeah. That looks better. Bit of colour coordination there. And maybe you can have a white and red as well. I don't know. Just being silly. Anyway. We might look for one more mission, I think, and then I might have to call it a night. Yeah, as I said, I don't think I'm going to buy anything here. Although, what else is in the town? There's a taxidermist, there's a Fletcher. What's the Fletcher got? Nothing I want. Because I think my other archers that are using short bows at the moment have that ability that doesn't want them to change from the short bow. Maybe it's worthwhile switching to the sling staff rather than the sling for my slinger, but I don't know whether... Well, the advantage of using just the sling by itself is he can have a shield, so he's much better protected. So I might keep that the way that is at the moment. The only thing I'm thinking I could do is maybe buy some more ammunition, but that's not the best price. Let's see if the market is cheaper. That was 170, wasn't it? 139, definitely cheaper. And we might buy... And also, you'll notice there's half stacks. So you can buy a small ammunition or a small medical supplies. There's also lots more options with food because you can actually cook your own. So in camp, you can craft food that you've cooked. So we've got fresh meat here that we hunted when we camped. And if you buy cooking spice and other things, maybe like the mushrooms and things like that, you can use them as ingredients and make special dishes. I don't bother with any of that. I don't know if they do anything special or whatever. And there's a bunch new weapons and stuff, as you can see. There's shanks and shovels and sickles and cat o' nine tails and slings and chains and you name it. Wooden spears and hoes and yeah, so much new content here. It basically makes scythes. It basically almost turns it into another game. I've been saying when I was playing the base game, I was saying a lot in chat that in the stream that I would really like to be able to play this game where I could have an adventuring party basically and build them up, add more people, but you know, have a healer, have a mage, have a rogue, have a ranger, have a few different types of fighters. That is pretty much this. You just don't seem to have, as far as I can find, you don't seem to have a healer, an in-combat healer. I have noticed that, and I don't know if this was in the regular game or not, but if I drag roots and berries in particular down into that slot there, I now have the ability to eat or give food during combat, which will either restore 1 health if I give it to myself per turn for 10 turns, or it will recover fatigue. I don't know if you choose which one you want or whether it does both. I haven't found all the food types, so that one, yeah, that does the same. Goat's cheese, for example, didn't do it for some reason. Grains do. And it's all just 1 point. I'd like to see if there were other things that you could use in combat to get more health, because being able to heal somebody in combat rather than just use the bandage to stop bleeding is the one thing that I've always wanted in this game. It's not a deal breaker, and yeah, you learn your combat style, you learn the play style to get around without it, but everything else in the game, like you've got other opponents that can heal themselves. I call them the ghouls, the Nazar, whatever they are, the ape-looking things that eat the bodies and morph up to the next version. If they eat a body, it heals them and morphs them up. If they don't morph to the next level, it just heals them by eating. You got the Werdeganger, zombies basically that resurrect. There's lots of magic in the game, in the base game. You just don't have access to it. It's all used against you, and that seemed a little unfair to me. But anyway, I'm going to go and find another town to go to, and I don't think I've been here yet, so let's quickly... Oh, no, I have been here, but we're going to go there. see if there are any missions, because I think I want to do maybe one more quick mission, one more quick fight, if there is one, and then I'm going to call it a night for this stream. Did I leave that food in that guy's inventory? I hope not. That's actually cheap ammo as well. I'm going to take it. I'm going to keep an eye out for ammo and tools that are cheap. That's not bad for food. Let's grab some more. Now that we're a little better up in the... Hang on. Cemetery's being robbed. 920 crowns. Yep, I'll do that. Who was it? Would have been this guy. No, we took the food off him, I think. Let's just do a quick double check. Yep, all good. Okay. Where's the mission? Oh, across the water. Yeah, the Naxahirs. I call them ghouls because that's what they seem like to me, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing Naxahirs correctly or not. Okay, my standard tactic for this. Let them come to me. And then stand on each corpse as I kill it, if I can. Which is going to be pretty slow going because they're in the swamp and there's only 9 of them. Ooh, Big Daddy. I think that's the full level of 1, 2. Oh, I'm not... Yeah, I need to... There we go. There we go. And... no, it's not even worthwhile using his chain lightning, because if I kill half of these guys and the other ones are alive, they're just going to eat the bodies and get bigger. So we're just going to skip until they get right up to us. I think my earbuds are starting to die. I'm hearing the occasional crackle in them, which isn't nice. And so I've got to be careful that this guy doesn't eat me, is the big thing. Not going to waste arrows until these guys are right up in front. Okay, here's... If you haven't seen this before, or if you have seen this before, I'm explaining this to the new people in the stream. Stun spell. 100% chance to stun. Never misses. He can't attack. I'm just going to be doing that every single round until he is dead. Okay, switch to your good weapon. Wonderful. No, you can wait, but you're going to switch to your good weapon because it's better than throwing. Okay, you move to there so that they can't eat it, and switch to your weapon. There we go. How many left? That's 5. There's one missing somewhere. I think he's hidden in some grass. Let's just wait. But they're getting close enough that we might shield up for these guys up this end, I think. You are close enough. Actually, why am I not throwing at him? Okay. Switch to your... What is that you're using? That lovely new weapon we got. The military cleaver. And... how about you try and decapitate that guy for us? Shield wall. Okay, we need to get you a proper flail at some point. Sling, please. Damn it! Not quick enough. Okay. Stun him again. Very good. Let's be tactical about this. I wish I could swap places with you and then do a split against him, but instead we'll just lop him and move forward. There we go. You can miss him. Thank you very much. That almost never happens. Had to roll an 87, rolled a 90. Yeah, I normally do the same, Conductive. I actually sort of misclicked on that one. I didn't actually mean to do the decapitate straight up. But he's almost dead now, so... There we go. Am I going to get a chance to go first? No, I'm not. That's alright. Because this guy can't move. He's already had his move. None of the others can get close enough to get on top of that corpse. He's trying, but we're not going to let him. Good, we got rid of the big one. Let's now try Chain Lightning. The problem with some of these spells for the wizard is that they still use the chance to hit, so there's still only a 16% chance that that was going to hit, but that worked brilliantly. Got rid of that, and we've only got 2 of them left. Where's the other one? There's not one there. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. Silly me. Let's put the kitty out on the field. Cleo. Now there's only 1 left. And then there was none. So, as you can see, pretty OP party at the moment. But again, I'm playing this on beginner level. It would be a little bit more challenging on the higher levels. Did we get levels? I didn't notice. No, we didn't. Okay. Light wounds there. Everybody else is happy, though. Nothing to worry about. We're doing good for supplies, finally. It's actually been this stream that I've actually got to the point now where we're doing well. We've got good money coming in for most of the missions. We've got a good amount of people in the party. I'm happy with how everything is going. So we're going to sell that and that, even though I know we can make various things with that stuff now. We might sell that shield. Maybe just 2 spare shields is enough. And I think that will be the end of this stream. So we're going to save and quit. Thank you guys for joining me for this stream. Thank you, Ragin Eric Shun, for following. And yeah, I hope you join me again tomorrow night for more Battle Brothers Legends. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.